Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing an almost full face of first impressions. This is pretty much all the stuff that I showed you guys in my videos last week, like the Catrice H2O skin tint. I've got the new Catrice concealer, some of that Haus Laboratories. And yeah, I just thought, like I said, I would sit down and film one of these. I know that sometimes full faces of first impressions aren't like the most informative, but I do still think they're fun to watch and they're kind of different. And you know, sometimes it's nice to see people's like first reaction. So yeah, we're just going to jump right in because I do actually want to film another video after this, but this will be the first product we're trying. In case you guys want to know, the only thing on my skin is my, I just cleansed my skin, and then I went in with like my moisturizer, all of that, like my morning skincare routine, and it's been on my skin for probably about 30 minutes now. This is supposed to be a water-based tinted face gel. It evens out skin tone and gives complexion a flawless, no makeup look, hydrates and provides all-day wear. It contains antioxidant-rich green tea, moisturizing rose water, soothing English chamomile, and relaxing lavender. This is fragrance free and it says it's for all skin types. Now, I do want to say that this is not supposed to have like a lot of coverage because this is like a tinted gel. I have the shade vanilla, so that's what I'm going to be trying today. And I did decide out of all the eyeshadow palettes, I'm going to use the Stone Cold Fox one because I think it has the most like natural shades in there. And I feel like, you know, where this is light coverage, I don't really want to go in with like super bold, intense, you know, face stuff. So I am going to shake this up. I am not going to prime my face or anything. I'm just trying this, like I said, on its own. I'm not sure if this will apply better with a brush since it's like a gel or a sponge, but we're going to try it with a brush today. And if I don't like it, I'll go wet my sponge and we'll try it out. So, let's see here. Oh, actually, let me zoom you guys in so you can see better. I guess you guys zoomed in as far as you'll go. So here is what the product looks like. It comes with a pump, which I really like. And like I said, I did shake it up, so. This is kind of like liquidy. I'm just going to work in sections on my face first. So, I think the color might be a little bit light, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work, bronze everything up. So, this is just my IT Cosmetics. I believe this is a foundation brush. It's been a while, but. Ooh, it feels like really nice and cooling on the skin, like right away. Really lightweight, I feel like. I mean, you guys can see it's just blending away. Again, this isn't supposed to have a lot of coverage. This is just supposed to be like a really nice like tint to your skin. I do wish there was sunscreen in this, but it doesn't say anywhere on here that there is sunscreen. But I feel like a lot of like tinted face products usually have sunscreen, but this does not. So you definitely want to make sure that you're putting on some sort of sunscreen on before. Like I said, I will do just this half of my face and then we'll just kind of see. This isn't a product I would probably typically reach for if I was having like a lot of breakouts and stuff, just because I do want something more coverage. But this skincare routine that this dermatologist has me on, I feel like it's doing so good. But I've also made like a lot of diet changes, which also I think has helped some as well. So I'm just kind of like spreading it out, and then like I think it does. Hold on, sorry about that. Just had a phone call. But yeah. So you guys can see pretty much the line down the center of my face. I think it has done a really good job. It's just kind of like evened out exactly what it says. It's evened out my skin tone. I think you like a really nice kind of like flawless compared to like this side. I really, really like this. I think this looks really pretty. I feel like this is kind of like that perfect. Maybe if you've got like some redness you need to cover up, just kind of, again, wanting to even out your skin tone and just throw on some brow gel and be like really natural. I think that this is, I mean, I think it looks really pretty so far. Like I'm impressed. You know, I will say you can still see a little bit of the redness of my cheeks, but so far so good. Let me just see, because I do have my mirror set far away. I mean, it's blended into the skin really nice. There's no like streakiness or anything. So far, so good. Okay, so we're just going to finish up on this side. I should have brought me like a hair tie in here, but I didn't. That's okay, though. Like I said, I think it works better if you kind of just like spread it where you want it and then just kind of like buff it in. But I like this. I'm impressed because like I definitely like more medium coverage now that I'm getting older because I like more skin-like appearance, I guess you could say, in like products on my skin because I do feel like it just, I don't know, I've really just been into like the natural thing. Like, I'm not really into the heavy makeup and stuff anymore. I will be, you know, excited to see how this holds up in the heat and also on my oily skin, because my skin is still pretty oily. But there we go, got the rest on my forehead. I do have to go in with a second pump though. Just gonna maybe do like a half pump and we'll kind of see how that does. Just kind of spreading it out. I do want to mention, I don't really smell a scent to this. The only ingredients in here that does worry me is it does say rose water. My skin like does not react well to anything with rose in it. So I will probably wear this. I have like really long shifts at work and it's like super hot, like, and it's just ridiculous because I don't have air condition in this specific location that I'm working out in the summer at work. So we will definitely get to put this to the test and see how well it does, and I'll let you guys know probably in a favorites, or if you would like to see like a dedicated video reviewing this product, I would be more than happy to do that. So, but honestly, I like it. I think it looks like, even looking here in the viewfinder, I think that this looks, or my like laptop here, I think it looks very beautiful. I think it evened up the skin. It's not sinking into any of these lines on my forehead up here. Looks really, really smooth. I mean, granted, by the time I get my makeup finish, you know, it might have sunk into some lines. I would say the finish is a little, I want to say matte. Like, I think it looks like more of like a satin matte, because there's no, like, it does look like a little bit of glow, as you guys can see, like, right here. But I think that's kind of more of like the lights bouncing off of my skin a little bit, because it does look pretty matte. But I think it has pretty decent coverage for it just to be like a skin tint, but I like it. So far, so good. Like, I really, really, really like this. Now moving on to concealer. This is the Catrice 18-Hour Hydrating True Skin High Coverage Concealer. Since this is more light coverage, I honestly would like to go in with a lighter coverage concealer, but this is what we have. This is what we're working with today. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this, since this is supposed to be like high coverage, and then if I feel like I need to build it up, I will. But again, I don't like too heavy concealer underneath my under eyes. And I do have just like a little vein on this side, and then like a few, I feel like, sunspots over here. So this is the Rare Beauty concealer brush. So I'm just going to, this concealer is really too light for my under eyes, I feel like. I'm just gonna try to do some tapping motions here. I think I definitely would have liked this better with a sponge. Like I said, just trying to cover just some of that underneath my eyes. I mean, it blends really easy. I could definitely feel, like, because I did try this on my hand, like, when I first got it, just checking out the color and stuff, and it does feel, like, thicker. I will say, like, it's not as liquidy underneath my eyes, and I do feel like, you know, it's just a little bit more to blend out, but, I mean, I think that it blended out, like I said. I mean, you guys seen that really well. I definitely feel like the color's not an exact good match for my under eyes, but like I said, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. But looks good. I think it covered decent. I would say that's more of a matte concealer. Yeah, like I said, so far so good. I do like that. So I feel like products like this, like, I have to see how they wear throughout the day to really give like a good review, but I do. I like that. So all right, I am going to set my under eyes. So I don't have a new under eye setting powder, so I'm just going to be using my Viseart powder, which I'm also almost out of. Probably try to maybe pick up some more of this. I was trying to wait till Black Friday. I'm just putting a little bit on this brush. And tell Pat McGrath down there, they usually, you know, everybody does like a sale, whatever. Of course, I don't know. I feel like last year the Black Friday sales were not very good. Of course, like with inflation and everything, you know, what are you going to do? All right, so just lightly, like I said, set that underneath my eyes. And I'm not going to set the rest of my face just because I like how it looks right now. All right, moving on to bronzer. So we are going to be trying the Juvia's Place Bronzed Light Palette. So It consists of 2 complementary, rich and buildable soft matte bronzers that provide a smooth bronze definition to facial features. So I don't really contour much, so I'm going to use the lighter shade for a bronzer because this shade right here, because I feel like this is too dark. If you watched that review, I did mention that, but I'm just taking this big, fat, fluffy Ulta brush, and ooh, there is quite a bit of fallout from this. You guys can see if I'll pick it up. I don't know. It's just staying focused on my face, just a little bit powdery. I'm just going to bronze up my hairline a little bit. Dang, I still feel like that bronzer's kind of warm and just my have to go get groceries after this, so I don't want to go too much. The only thing I hate about filming is I feel like the colors like gets washed out, because like this is about as much bronzer as I would wear like out, but I do feel like it looks just more like light-handed on camera. It's the only thing I hate. But I thought that blended really well. I think the color, like I said, is really nice. The lighter shade I definitely cannot use, like I said, this shade to bronze with, but this shade worked really good. The powders blended really well. So I don't have a new blush to try. So this is Tarte Party. This was like a birthday gift years ago, and like I love this color, and I forgot about it when I was looking through my my like makeup collection stuff. I seen this, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to try this. So and then I'm just using this Real Techniques brush. I don't know what this is for, but my other blush brushes are dirty. Oh, this is really too small, but we'll make it work. But I forgot how pretty these were. I also forgot how good the Tarte blushes were. I just feel like sometimes there's so many new makeup products and stuff out there, we forget how good, you know what I'm saying, like old, like whole, like products are, like holy grail products. So really like that blush. And then I'm just going to kind of take a stipple brush to just blend it out a little bit more. Put a little bit just excess on my nose. All right, and then for highlighter, I'm using this Jaclyn Hill Luminous powder, because this is like a more, again, I feel like natural highlighter compared to like her other ones. I do have those as well, and they're a little bit intense for me. But I just like to take and just build it up on the brush and just put it right there. And see, I feel like it's just so natural, so naturally pretty. I do really like this. This is one of my favorite products she's come out with her brand. I think that would look very flattering as well on people who has more mature skin. So, all right, now let's move on to eyeshadow. So like I said, I had 3 different eyeshadow palettes to try, but I do want to use the Colourpop one because I feel like I said, just the foundation's more like light coverage and everything. So, sorry, I'm gonna throw this stuff in the trash. So we're using the Stone Cold Fox palette, and I'm just going to do something pretty simple because, like I said, I'm just trying to. I usually like most Colourpop's eyeshadows. I can throw this, yeah, you can throw this away because they do have the names on the back. How cute. I think they have the names on the inside of the palette too. Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with some of these. I think we might start out with the shade Trip. I'm sitting so far away from this like mirror in front of me. I'm having like a really hard time seeing what I'm doing. So we're just kind of, but where I've got like my camera zoomed in, if that makes sense, it was like catching the top of this mirror. So I'm just going in with the shade in with the crease, just back and forth, just building it up. I really like Colourpop's eyeshadows. I'm just tapping off like the excess each time so it doesn't fall on my face. And I'm going to go in with the shade Ghost Town, which is like this shade right here. I really love Colourpop's eyeshadows. I feel like they're just like so soft and just like easy to build up, which I feel like some people like very intense, which like I said, different strokes for different folks. Like I said, I'm just putting that a little more precisely. I'm not blending it up as high as the last shades I used. And I'm going to go in with the shade, what's this one called? Bold Type. This one right here. The shade Truffles is really pretty. I don't know, I really like this palette already, so. But like I said, I really like Colourpop's eyeshadows. And I'm just putting this on the outer corner, and then I'm just going to be like blending it up into like the outer V of my eye here. Like I said, I'm just trying to go really light on the eyes because I feel like just the foundation, concealer, and everything's just so, you know what I'm saying, like more light coverage and stuff. I don't want to have like, you know, really bold eyes. I just noticed something when I was blending my concealer. Can you guys see, or blending my eyeshadow, can you guys see that concealer that I've put down is kind of all underneath here, like separating? It's really bad on this side. I'm hoping the camera is picking that up. I don't know if that is because of the tinted skin tint underneath or if that's just that concealer. I will try that out with my typical foundation and stuff throughout the week and let you guys know. But so far it does not look, ooh, it does not look very good. Oh, and I have to go out. Well, it's fine. It's fine. All right, I'm going to take those 3 shades and just kind of buff them underneath my eyes and then underneath like my waterline right here, and then I'll be right back. All right, I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to be going in with the shade Baby Doll. Just kind of like this lighter bronzy champagne. And I'm just going to be applying this, like I said, with my finger and just kind of like shearing it out. Because like I said, I don't want too intense. Just kind of want it to look like a sheen. Then for my inner corner, this might be a little bit bright, but we're going to try it. I'm going in with Dreamful. It's like this really intense white. Guys, I'm going to step off camera and apply my mascara. I'm just going to be using my Merit mascara. It's a really natural looking mascara because I don't have a new one, and then I'll be right back. I went ahead and did my brows as well. So lastly, we do have some lip products. So this is the Haus Laboratories. I actually wore a red lip in my last video, so like, I don't know, I kind of feel like I shouldn't do another red lip, but it's the only new lip products I have to try. So this is their shade Supermodel. This is supposed to be like a really pretty red. I did swatch it in that last video. So it's like a wooden pencil, which I actually don't mind these. Like I said, I'm not too picky anymore. I feel like most makeup products are pretty good nowadays and like I can make them work, but I'm just going to, this is more of a pinky red though, which I don't typically like, but I'm just going to line. The lip liner is really creamy. I will be honest, it's a little bit hard to get a precise line as I would have wanted. But now we're going in with the lip gloss in the shade Werk. Stickier lip gloss. Ooh, it's really glossy. It is very, very pretty though. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, this is the finished look. Honestly, I really liked everything I tried. There wasn't one product that I really didn't like. But I'm going to actually see if I can step closer to the camera and show you what I'm talking about with this concealer, because I don't like that. But I don't know if it's the skin tint that's causing that or if it's the concealer itself. So let me, like I said, see if I can like get myself a little bit closer for you guys. I'm trying to like stand up and lean in, but can you guys see right here in this area where I've blended the concealer on both sides? It just kind of looks like it's like separating and chunking up, and then right here where I first applied the concealer as well looks like that. But I will say also, if you do look right here at my forehead, it's getting oily already and it's starting to kind of like gather. So I don't know how well this is going to hold up on my oily skin, because I mean I've just had it on the time it's taking me to do this video. So I did just want to show you guys that and mention that to you guys. But like I said, first impressions are always really hard, but I'm hoping I'll try each of these products out, like I said, just on their own or with my typical stuff and let you guys know. Hey guys, I did not get a chance to do an outro to this video. I got a call, my car was ready, so I did have to come get my dad and take me and pick it up, so I do apologize. And I did change my lip color because, like I said, I feel like everything was really natural, and then the lips were so bold, so didn't want to go to pick my car up like that. So what I do have on my lips now, though, is the Huda Beauty Lip Contour in the shade Honey Beige. But really quick, just a rundown of everything. So far on this H2O skin tint, I think initially it looked really, really beautiful. Like you guys seen when I zoomed you in a little while ago, I did feel like, again, not sure if it's the concealer, but right here in my forehead, though, it did kind of start to gather. I do want to try this out, like I said, a few different ways before I give like my yes or no for it, but it initially looks really, really beautiful on the skin. But I do want to see how it holds up and see how some areas that are kind of starting to look concerning by the time I finish my makeup, how those do. Next is the Catrice True Skin High Coverage Concealer. Not so sure about this. I don't know, again, if it's that skin tint or if it's just this concealer, but it did do some weird, like, a minute I zoomed you guys in, you guys could see some like weirdness right here. So I do, again, a product I'm going to have to try out a little bit more. But I did really, really like the bronzer. I thought it bronzed really well. I still feel like this bronzer would be too bronzy for me, so I will probably just use this one right here, but it did really good. It blended really well. And then as far as the eyeshadow, I mean, I love all of Colourpop's eyeshadows. This Stone Cold Fox palette, it did, again, really good job. They're easy to build up if you go with light hand, which is what I like to do. Shimmer shades, really easy to do it nice and bold, or just kind of pat it and do more of a natural look. I mean, I just, again, really, really like this palette as well. Love the Maybelline eyeliners. Like, these are so nice. Like, they're so affordable too. Again, it's a product that I feel like affordable, so good, and we just forget about it because there's so many new things. As far as the lip products go, so I do like the lip liner. I will say it's one that's so creamy. I did find that like once I did a pretty good like line, it almost kind of seemed like it started to feather a little bit, and I think that's kind of weird in lip liners. But I don't know if maybe, you know, it was this like skin tint, because, you know, when I apply the skin tint, sometimes you accidentally like drag, you know, the product really close. I don't know if maybe this is like, I don't know what it is, but this is okay. But the lip gloss is actually gorgeous, and I was kind of skeptical about this because it was more of like a pink, but it's definitely one of those that's got some string to it. You guys seen is like, even when I pull it out here, like it's got some stickiness to it, but it looks very glossy and very bold, and again, I think it is incredibly beautiful. I don't really want to give you a rundown on like the blush and the highlighter because you guys have seen me use those products before, but I'll have everything I use listed down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching.